My name is Nagesh Kanumury. I'm the practice director for MDM at Perficient. In my role, I also work a lot with clients with their master data management and information governance strategies and initiatives. The reason why companies come to me is because I've been in this field pretty much the same time that I've gone into this area in 2004. And I've done a lot of implementations, hands-on implementations, where I got a lot of best practices. And as part of that, I've also gone and spoken at multiple conferences, not only at IOD, but at other MDM conferences. So people look at me as an SME. And as part of my job, I look at multiple products. It's not IBM focused per se, but when I go in, so that gets them the value that they're looking for. Typically in MDM or MDM, the sales cycle or the time to pick a product takes a long time. They look at me as someone who can come in, guide them up front, and reduce that whole cycle in a couple of months instead of taking 8 to 10 months. That helps them get going faster and get a better ROI sooner than later. That's one of the reasons why clients reach out to me and say, hey, can you help us figure out where are we in our strategy? Where are we from an assessment perspective? How can you help us get governance put in place so that we can be successful? More or less, it's everything driven by revenue. That's one thing. One is the other part is all compliance and regulations. Those are the main things, and also ability to time to market. Those are some of the challenges that they have. So when we say time to market, it's all about how fast you react to the market conditions so that you can position your products, or how well can you cater to your customers. So those are the biggest challenges that they have. For example, it could be a manufacturer. They may have business processes that may be taking them a year or maybe 6 months to a year to get their products out. The competitors may be coming out in the industry faster than them. So they're losing the competitive edge. So how do you solve that problem? There are a lot of companies that have a lot of disparate groups and divisions. They all work differently. If you were to streamline it, you can save a lot on productivity. And you can replace people. When I say replace people, not take them out of the jobs, but basically reposition them the way they are best suited for without any impact to the business. And it also helps from a customer loyalty perspective. Like one of the things is like, okay, from a banking or insurance perspective, the main thing is you want to make sure that you're meeting your client needs to the best of your capability as an organization. You can do that only if you know who your client is or who your customer is. Customer can interact with you in multiple ways, through the phone, through the local branch, or they could be coming to the web, or they coming to calling in the call center. The multiple ways. So how do you track all that information? How do you make sure it's the same customer that you're talking to so that you can better serve that customer? Those are the common problems that people run into, and that's what we come in to help solve. Having looked at multiple products over the last 4 or 5 years, most of the times I see IBM products to be much more richer, powerful. They can work from simple to the most complex initiatives you can think about. When it comes to other vendors, they have their products too, they're nimble too, but they lack in features and functionality. Can they scale? Most of them cannot. If you take some of the biggest competitors to IBM in this space, Oracle or Informatica, they're nimble, no doubt. But if you take Oracle, for example, they have multiple products. You never know which product is being positioned and why is that being positioned. For example, on the customer domain they have at least 2 products and a third one just coming out. So which one is being positioned? Now, and each one has their own development effort going on. I mean, it's not that they'll reduce the effort on those platforms. They're still developing or enhancing those features for those products. At the same time, they're coming with a Fusion product. First version is already out. Now, how will you migrate those? Those are some of the challenges from Oracle perspective. Same thing from a product domain perspective. They have the same things. They do not have an integrated solution yet from saying, okay, hey, I can provide you a complete solution from one vendor right from soups to nuts, basically. Whereas when you come to IBM, through their strategy, they have been able to do that. Like they built the puzzle piece by piece And when you get onto one product, you can definitely integrate or scale to another product pretty easily. Plus the features and functionality is great compared to other vendors. That's the reason when I look at the competition, when I look at the requirements of the clients, it's a no-brainer to recommend IBM over other vendors. It depends upon what problem they're looking to solve. Let's take for example the product domain. In the product domain, I have a wide variety of clients, retailers to manufacturers to electronic manufacturers. The business needs are different. In each of their cases, the business value is different. So I'll take an example of electronic manufacturer. They cater to their end customers, not to the end users or consumers, but through enterprise organizations. Given the way they were structured before MDM was implemented, they're a $1 billion company. They were losing at least $3 to $5 million per partner, the big partners, in revenue that they could have easily gained if they had implemented this before. So when they implemented the IBM InfoSphere product out there, they immediately saw gains. Now the channel partners as well as the sales channel are able to get their information on demand instead of waiting for 3 to 4 weeks. Right there, of 3 to 4 weeks is a big benefit for the organization. Governance controls were put in place, business processes were put in place, information governance policies and standards were put in place. That helped the whole integration aspect of it internally to the organization as well. It also provided them a single view of the product information. Given that they've done that, it's now making it easier for them to say, okay, now we know what our single view of a product looks like. Now let's go look at our customer information and see how that ties into our product information. What does that do? It helps them know who their customer is. What are they buying? What is selling more? What is not selling? Similarly, in other organizations, we're talking from a customer domain perspective. It could be banking or insurance. I'll give an example of a retailer again, where they do business through their stores, through the web, through telephone, or through televisions. There are multiple ways that a customer can interact with you. They're a fast-growing company, one of the fastest-growing boutique companies in the U.S. They have a lot of customers, but they really do not know who their actual customers are because of the multiple ways the customer is interacting. They have multiple records of the same customer. In order to better serve them, to build the loyalty, bring the loyalty to the customer, we embarked on a journey out there. Basically, built the customer domain. We basically help them figure out who their actual customers are. Who are their actual? They had close to 10 million records of customers. Once they did the implementation, they came to realize they had actually 3 to 4 million only. The rest of them were all not good data, or they were not the actual customers. They had missing data that they cannot rely on. Given this information that they have the 3 to 4 million customers that they can rely on, now it's easier for them to track and see who's coming through the store, who's bought something on the web, tie it together, and give them some promotions. That helps build the loyalty to a customer, for them to come back again and again to not only buy the products that you've been buying, but also do a cross-sell upsell. So that's how MDM helps organizations, and not only from product or customer, but across the board in bringing in more revenue to the organization, as well as improve the business processes that they currently have. The other thing that comes into play is privacy. If I had 5 customer records in my company representing the same customer, I would be sending out 5 privacy compliance mailings. If I knew, if I had created one record of that, I would be just sending out one. So I'm saving on posting of 4 postage letters. That's how companies save money, by implementing MDM. It's been a privilege to be an IBM champion. It took me by surprise when I got selected, and I got a lot of recognition for that, not only from within my organization, but also from IBM. A lot of people have come up to me and said, hey, great, we're really thrilled for you that you became an IBM champion. It's also helped me a lot in the sense I'm able to now, people are approaching me asking for more advice, I'm able to evangelize more. I'm able to meet more with the IBM technical as well as the product management folks, and I'm able to give them my feedback on what they should be doing from a product roadmap or feature functionality wise, and what help I can give them or they can give me so that we can be much more successful in the field. So and it also helped me interact with other IBM champions, and I got to know them better now, and it's built new friends that I can talk to and they can talk to, and we can share ideas, thoughts, SME knowledge. My name is Nagesh Kanumury. I'm the practice director for MDM at Perficient. In this role, I'm considered to be an SME, as well as I help clients with their information governance and MDM strategy and initiatives. You can reach me on DeveloperWorks. You can search for me on DeveloperWorks on the IBM Champion page, or you can reach me through LinkedIn. My profile is Nagesh Kanumury.